So, you run a local business, which means you probably have Google reviews. But what if I told you they're your single most powerful marketing asset, and that chances are you're not even close to using their full potential? Seriously, most businesses are sitting on an absolute goldmine of data, and today we're going to show you how to start digging in.
Okay, let's be real. You did the hard work, right? You gave amazing service, you followed up, you asked for that feedback, and then bam, that beautiful 5-star review lands. It feels awesome. But then what happens? For most people, it just sits there on Google. We need to talk about what should be happening next.
And this slide really nails the whole mindset shift. The old way is totally passive. You see it as just a rating. But the smart way, it's active. You start treating every single review like it's marketing data, like it's fuel for a growth engine. You know, letting a great review just sit on Google is like having a star player on your team and just leaving them on the bench for the whole game. Today, we're going to put that star player in the game.
To really get why this matters so much, we have to start with the biggest change in search, maybe ever. AI. Yep, artificial intelligence and all those voice assistants like Siri and Alexa, they're the new gatekeepers. And believe me, they look at your business in a completely different way.
This right here, this is the big aha moment for so many businesses. For years, we've all been obsessed with just the star count. But here's the thing, an AI doesn't just count stars, it actually reads the words. The text, the actual content of your reviews has become searchable data that these systems use to figure out who they should recommend.
So one of the first things an AI checks for is something called a sentiment score. This is basically just the overall vibe of your reviews. Are people saying positive things, negative things, or are they just neutral? Having a consistently high positive sentiment across a ton of reviews, that's a massive signal to the AI that your business is legit and can be trusted.
But it gets way more specific than just a good vibe. As you can see here, AI is digging for the details. It's scanning for keywords about your services, like roof repair, to understand exactly what you do. It's looking for location signals, like a customer mentioning their neighborhood, Briargate, so it knows where you operate. And it puts a huge value on recency and volume. To an algorithm, fresh, detailed reviews are pure gold.
Okay, so now we know what the AI is looking for. The question is, how do we give it what it wants and actually get more customers? Well, this is where we introduce what I like to call the review multiplier effect. It's all about taking one single great review and making it work for you in a bunch of places all at once.
The very first move is to stop leaving your reviews stranded on some other company's platform. You've got to bring them home to your own website. Think about it. When a potential customer is on your site about to make a decision and they see those same 5-star reviews right there, it builds an incredible amount of trust at that perfect moment.
And check this out. This is one of the most powerful ways to do that. It uses a little bit of code called schema markup. You add it to your site, and it's basically like you're tapping Google on the shoulder and saying, hey, I've got great reviews right here. And the result? You get those amazing, eye-catching gold stars and your review count right there in the search results. I mean, look at the difference on the screen. Which one are you clicking? It's a no-brainer.
But it's not just about slapping the reviews on your site. You have to really listen to the language your best customers are using. Take a look at this example. This person isn't just saying good service. No, they're describing a super specific, valuable outcome.
And boom, that's the magic trick. You take that real, authentic customer language and you turn it into your marketing copy. That new headline is 1,000 times more powerful than anything a marketing guru could write because it came directly from a real happy customer. It speaks directly to the fears and needs of your next customer, using words they actually understand.
All right, let's keep the multiplier effect going. Your reviews are also perfect, ready-to-go content for all your social media channels.
So once again, we start with the raw material. Here's a fantastic specific review for a roofer. It's got everything. The service, the location, the quality, it's perfect.
And here's the transformation. You just take that text, drop it into a clean, branded graphic for Facebook or Instagram, and you're done. This works so well because it's not you bragging about how great you are. It's a real customer. This is called social proof, and it's infinitely more credible and trustworthy than just another salesy ad.
So we've talked about optimizing for AI and amplifying on your website and social media. Now let's put all the pieces together and see how these tactics connect to create a system that basically feeds itself.
Let's just follow the journey of one single review.
A customer leaves a great review for roof repair in Colorado Springs. Right away, the AI sees those keywords and your local ranking gets a little boost. A week later, a new visitor sees that same review on your website and it convinces them to trust you. Then it becomes a Facebook post that gets shared. A neighbor sees that post, recognizes the area, and calls you for their own roof. And then guess what? That new customer leaves a review and the whole cycle starts all over again. That's a true growth engine.
And hey, this isn't just some theory. Don't just take my word for it. This is a quote from a real roofing company owner after he put this kind of system in place. He saw more reviews, his ranking on Google Maps actually moved up, and he started getting calls from totally new neighborhoods he had never reached before. It works.
So you're probably thinking, okay, this sounds great, but what can I actually do right now to make this happen? Perfect question. Let's wrap up with a simple, actionable checklist to get you started.
First things first. On Google, you have to respond to every single review. On your website, get a live review feed embedded on there and install that schema code to get those stars in your search results. For social media, you can even look into tools that will automate posting your new reviews. And maybe most importantly, to keep that AI happy, make it your mission to get a steady stream of new feedback, at least one new specific review every single week.
And that brings us right back to where we started. Every single 5-star review you earn is a potential MVP for your business. It's got the keywords, it's got the trust signals, and it's got the authentic language you need to grow. So the only question left is the one on your screen. Are you going to let that incredible asset just sit on the bench? Or are you ready to finally put it in the game?